Now let's see the structure of the waves. The sea water gets pushed up and down because of the wind. The raised up portion of a wave is called crest and the depressed one is called trough. If a strong wind is blowing in one direction, large waves are generated. The vertical distance between a crest and the following trough is called the amplitude of the wave, whereas the distance between two successive crests or trough is called wavelength. The wavelength, its amplitude and its velocity depends upon the velocity of wind. Velocity means speed. So, crest is the raised up portion of the wave. Trough, the depressed portion of the wave. Amplitude means the vertical distance between crest and the following trough. Wavelength, distance between two successive crests and trough. And the wavelength, amplitude and velocity depends upon the velocity of the wind. So you can see here the ocean is very deep. Waves are only generated here. Below that it is calm and quiet. So the above part, this is the crest and this, the depressed one, is the trough. This is the crest and this is the trough. Between two waves, this length is called wavelength, whereas the height of the wave is called amplitude, and wave velocity and direction is depends on the wind. If the velocity, that is speed of the wind, is much, the waves will be bigger and with great velocity. Got it? Remember this and practice this figure also. Now velocity of waves. If we stand at the coast, we feel the waves are coming towards the coast. If a floating object is thrown at a distance in the sea, it can be when you are playing, you can throw a rubber or a flying disc. We find the object moving up and down at some place. It does not come to the coast. If we are throwing it in the water, see, it will not come towards us. Rather, we can just see it moving up and down. This shows, that means the water forming the wave also do not come to the coast. Means we just feel they are coming to the coast, but the water does not come to the coast. Remember, the water in the waves does not move. What moves is energy. That's why whatever is thrown, it will be there only. It will not come with the wave. What we feel, it is generated due to the energy. The wind energy and the wave energy. The main reason of wave generation is wind. But at times, due to earthquake or volcanic eruption occurring below the floor of the sea, wave get generated. On the other hand, if there are tides, so everything will be pushed to the coast. When there is high tide, it is thrown to the coast. Such wave assume a great height in the shallow waters near the coast, because as we come towards the coastal region, the depth became less and less and the water is shallow. That's why we can easily swim or enjoy at the beaches. These waves are very destructive. So the waves which are caused due to earthquakes or volcanic eruption. So because of these phenomena, the waves which are generated, they are very, very big and they cause huge loss of property and life. Such waves are called tsunamis. In 2004, tsunami wave was generated because of the earthquake that took place near Sumatra island of Indonesia. They devastated the east coast of India as well as of Sri Lanka. The waves causing erosion along the headlands and create beaches in the protected location of the base. So because of these waves or tsunami, beaches are created. This is the picture of tsunami. You can see it can be very destructive. Great loss of life and property is caused due to tsunami. Points to remember. These are the important points to remember in this lesson, Beside this also you have to go through the lesson very deeply, and all the question answers should be learnt and written properly. I will give the question answers in the next period. Points to remember: the movement of the sea water. Tides are the movements of the sea water. It's a natural phenomenon. After every 12 hours and 25 minutes, a cycle of high and low tide gets completed. Tides are directly related to the sun, moon, earth, and the gravitational and centrifugal forces that interacted between them. Two types of tides are spring tide and neap tide. Timings of the tides changes daily. We have seen this, why it changes. Waves. The sea water gets pushed by the wind and ripples are generated on the water surface. These are called waves. Crest. Now in waves we have seen the raised up portion is called crest, and trough the depressed portion of the wave. Amplitude is the vertical distance between crest and the following trough, that means the height of wave, that is amplitude. Wavelength, the distance between two successive crest and trough, that is the wavelength. The wavelength, amplitude and velocity depends on the velocity of wind. Homework: draw well-labeled diagram of page number 11, figure 3.7, then page number 12, figure 3.8 and 3.9, page number 13, figure 3.11 in your geography practical copy, or if you have regular copy in that. Read the lesson well. Thank you.